mid, come with sandbags. This is fine, you have a team. Like, this guy should have been like left side of sight off the start. And when you're out in this open area, like, you're just exposed. If they fly out right now, like, you're kind of like in between two spots you can play in. But in 0 spots, that's actually good. Your teammate pushed through beast. You're gonna double flank. I guess that's okay to double flank. I probably would have just gone up highway as soon as I saw enemies. But at the start of the round, you were kind of in between two zones. You were either Z or sandbags. You're not just like hovering in between, because that's how the enemy could just run out and kill you. Not much you could do there because you were down in numbers. Thank you. I saw your donation. So there, what you could have done is, I think if you had gone up highway instead, I can't even pull up the minimap. If you, I can't pull up the minimap because it's not Go TV. If you had gone up highway instead, up here, you could have actually helped your teammates before they actually all died to that rush. You already had one teammate pushing all the way through B to flank. You didn't need a second person to do that, really. And then I don't even know what's going on here. Like, you're not gonna win the round. Like, even if like 3 of your teammates are in spawn, buying that 5-7, you want to keep it alive because it's a match. No point in going to your spot. If your teammates aren't in their spots, just sack A or something and just wait for the next round. It's already a lost cause. You don't have to like sit there and just like lose weapons and money. Eager to learn. I could review my own match after this. Okay. Following round, you have 3,500 bucks. P250 smoke. You're gonna smoke off mid. This is a good position for you to actually have your teammates come with you mid. What you're doing, okay, that's good. One person pushed up solo. One person's peeking a highway by himself. Why? They peek either together or not at all. That's how you're supposed to play it. Again, you're just going like one by one by one by one. And you're just dying. Like, the highway guy should hide. You guys can hide sandbags. One person can angle out a bit. If he dies, the other guy, no one's gonna check for the other guy. It's just not a thing. And you hide a guy in Z. But instead what happened, you had one guy pushing up close. He died. One person's highway, he peeks after that. He dies. And it's just a bunch of 1v1s. And it's you're just gonna end up dying. First gun round comes. You're coming mid, you pre-smoke it, you get to the sandbags because you're getting flashed. Good move. Okay, so you get to the sandbags, your teammate's swapping from Z. He should be able to see if there's a guy out at boost. You see him out at boost, you start shooting, you have to hide now. Your teammate needs to come and help you from B. You have teammates at B right now. What are they doing? You're getting overrun at mid, your teammate's missing a bunch of op shots. Only thing you could have done is maybe flash her earlier. Or hid. Like, the main problem there was that you peeked out at the guy that was boosted and you just missed all your shots. Had you killed him, different story. If you flashed earlier, different story. If you didn't peek at all and you didn't miss him and he didn't see that you were there, different story. But the fact that you peeked, you missed, you had to make a play. Otherwise you're just dead. So, well, also your teammate missed like 8 op shots. I just heard so that was the issue. Your teammate missed a shitload of op shots, and then you trapped yourself in a position where basically they knew exactly where you were. You needed to get out of there. You needed to flash and peek, or you needed your teammate to bail you out by flashing. Or your teammates at B need to stop fucking masturbating and come and fucking help you. Because I saw 2 of them just like running back and forth. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Boost the guy in vents to help, or like rotate a guy to CT spawn. So you died. You wait for the next round.
Let's go.
Come in again. You want to smoke earlier than that. It looks like you're hesitating there. Like, you don't know if you want to be sandbag or if you want to be a highway. It's like you could have died crossing back, because if they, like, boosted up or ran out mid, like, you could have just died because you're in the open. So you need to, like, decide which way do you want to be. And that flash there, it's a little too deep. If you bounce it off the sight box, it will, like, land dead center of main. Door's already open, so he could be outdoor. And that's how you died. Because you were too focused on being, like, shooting at the guy who was A main instead of rotating to the site. Because you just started spamming bullets and reloading. Like, the door was already open. The door was open for a few seconds. Your teammate was dead. You need to get into the site and now worry about this position here. This is where they're going to come out from. This is where you need to look, because this is where none of your teammates are looking. So that was your issue there. You died when you were reloading because you weren't looking where you needed to be, and you weren't looking where you needed to be looking. Once your teammate's dead in that position, you are now taking over his responsibility. Okay. You come to mid, you smoke it early, you're on eco, flashing over. So you're gonna boost here, or okay, you're just gonna. Okay, so you're gonna do an early boost. I think I hear him boosting over, is that right? None of them are watching the boost. Oh my god. What? Patience. You were behind the guy, he had no idea you were there. You could have lined them up, you could have killed both of them if you had just been patient. And shot the guy that was far away first, and then the guy who was close up. Instead, you just started panicking and shooting. But at least you got the info that you knew they were going A. But, again, like, you're on an eco. You can take a chance and not shoot and just try to, like, get both of them as opposed to just one of them.
Let's get down smoke. Smoke.
I think your team bought, but you're low money. So maybe you didn't need the 5-7 the round before.
Deploying flashbang.
If you didn't have the 5-7 or smoke the round before, or even if you got like shit armor, you could have bought a FAMAS instead of a 5-7. But once you're in that position, I think it's like, what, it was a 3v5 or something, and they're in the bomb site and you were low money. I think you guys should have just saved, to be honest.
Grenade out.
There's at least 3 enemies that I know of.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Oh my god. This low level play. In any relevant position, like, that retake shouldn't have worked. 3v4, okay. 2v4, it shouldn't have worked. Luckily, the enemy sucks, and you pulled it out.
Grab your gear and let's go. Throwing a grenade.
A bit of a wasted nade. Like, no one's really going to be playing on the other side of that smoke. The smoke's still pretty much fresh, so you could have just held on to that nade. I mean, even nading over the boost instead would have been more relevant. Here, you should stop fighting. You should have stopped fighting a long time ago. Break the vents, go behind the checker box, and hide. Headshot angle, this is also good. But you guys just crossed there. You just crossed the site. There could have been an opera posted on you, or like someone with a rifle posted on you, and you crossed back again. It's like there were multiple instances where you could have died. Well, you could have died once, and your teammate could have died twice, just crossing like that. Enemies going out A. They're gonna reset their money if they win this round. You have 1 HP. I don't know how many enemies are left. You can't really push in yet. You need to play this headshot angle because you have 1 health. God, this is a rough position. If it's 1v1, okay. If it's not, you should save. The reason being, you just won a round and now you're about to lose again, and you'll have 0 money, and you need the weapon. You just need the weapon. You be far away from the bomb, girl.
Let's go, people! Laying down smoke. Smoke.
What you should have done right here, your teammates, one of them should have broken the vent for you to get in it. It's okay if you're up in rounds to take a risk. If you're down in rounds, you can't take the risk. Especially if you're on a pistol armor. Pushing into main there, that's a risk you don't need to take. Through a smoke. Don't need to take it.
Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Another thing is, like, you guys were just so spread apart. You're so split apart. On your one person's got a P2000, another's got P250 half armor. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you guys aren't buying as a team. And now you have to save for the team. Here you're against an opera. You want to make sure that you're the smallest target as possible. If you're on the sandbags on top of them, you're the biggest target possible. If you peek from behind the sandbags and only show your head or your chest and your head, it's going to be a harder hit for him to make. So this is a good angle here. But you're just flying back and forth. You're just re-peeking. You peek, hide, wait a couple seconds, then peek him again, and start pre-firing him. Your teammate had an opportunity to make a really big play there, but started panic shooting, panic firing. Coming back to mid, smoking mid. Your teammate's going on the vents, so you should break the vent for him. Or you can break it. You hear one aim in. You're just okay. You ran from behind cover all the way out here with a nade in your hands, and now you're gonna fall all the way back. In that time, about 4 seconds, they could have boosted up a second guy. Even if he gets naded, he's gonna get a free kill on you. I would take a kill and take 50 damage any day of the week on cash.
Throwing smoke. Flashbang.
Here, what's good to do is get on the catwalk. They haven't smoked the catwalk off. You can look over the smokes and shoot them as they're pushing your teammate in the site.
Bomb has been planted. Grenade out. Diffusing.
As good as any retake. I would have, like, you had the right idea. I would have done it, 2-3 seconds earlier.
Let's go, people.
Once you see the smokes, get on the catwalk.
Throwing flashbang. Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
Also, that nade, like, you don't have to throw some fancy-ass nade. Just throw the nade where it explodes directly over the box. Because you're just, like, wasting so much time running out in the open, bouncing it off a wall, and you could just die. I mean, luckily they're doing a B-rush, but... that's another reason why playing so many people mid is good, because like you fly through the vents, and even if they kill your teammate, they don't expect a second or a third person to be just coming through the vents like that.
Lock and load. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing smoke. Smoke.
Here you don't really here. Your teammates watching main, they can't be out main. They can open the door and fight you from the door. Just post on door. Hold that angle. That's the only thing you need to watch right now. if they're gonna come out main, you're gonna have enough notice that you can actually get to the site before they actually pass, I guess, this point here. So just watch the door. Like, it's the only place they can be. Your teammates in the vents watching mid, your teammates highway watching mid. The only place they can come is door. That's the only place that you need to watch. What the fuck, Shane?
Flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
You're sitting out in the open, get behind quad box. Get behind quad box, and you'll get a multi-kill there. Your teammates can bait for you, and you can get a multi-kill. You're just like standing out in the open, like nowhere to fall back to. Like you got the first kill cool, but then you were just like kind of nowhere relevant, so you just died right after. Or if your teammate who was dedicated A was playing behind quad box the entire time instead of playing forklift, that's another way. Like you could have crossed to the site and you could have played 2 people in the site instead of 1, and that could have worked as well. So that was a great way to bait your teammate. Right idea. You just need to hit your shots in that. But when they run past you like that, like you don't have to start shooting them right away. You can hide behind the sandbags, let them run by. He kills your teammate, oh well. Like your teammate should just be baiting for attention and staying alive. But then you need to like aim. Just take your time, aim, and then shoot them in the back. You don't have to start like spamming right away, because that's how you mess up having those positions, just by panicking and just like shooting everything at once. Blowing your load.
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Fire in the hole.
You have no health. You should, right now, you should go CT spawn truck, or you go to B and hide behind checker box, or you play the headshot box, or you get boosted on A. You're afraid of getting flanked, but you're not committing to something. Your teammate was flanking A, you had another teammate in sight. You could probably even just like hide behind the truck, staring at CT spawn, or walk towards Z or something like that. But instead, you're like kind of like walking back and forth, not knowing what to do. And in this position, was it 2 versus 1? Why is your teammate walking out? Like, just sit in main and just sit there. Now it's a 1 versus 1 because 3v1 turned into 1v1 because everyone just gave single opportunities for this guy to get a kill. Don't let this guy get the kill.
Terrorists win. This is our fight.
Okay, here, you want to boost in the middle of the box so you can boost up a guy on the left side and a guy on the right side both at the same time. That way you can all like come up and just swarm over instead of just like, oh, okay, this works as well if you're just lining up. Okay, that works as well. Hey, is that hit? Okay.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Okay. That's good. Your teammate has the bomb there. Oof, your teammate's A died. Wait, why did your teammates push into A? Wait, was this guy... Can I go back around? Like, what the fuck was your teammate doing in A? Unless he was from Highway. But I don't think he was from Highway. I think...
Time and then...
The fuck is this?
time and then.
Alright, this is pissing me off. Your teammates who were A main should have been the last ones out. The highway people is where the majority of the players were. That's where the commitment should have been made from.
We kill them and then we go home.
Okay. You see, when you do this rush here, these guys are already out attacking A, and you guys aren't even near the door yet. Not to mention, when these guys are just full stomping it, everyone who's like middle by highway can hear you guys because it's just a really close distance, and then rotate to the A-bomb site. These guys need to walk and let you guys get close to the door before they burst out. Otherwise, now you're running into like one person's highway, one person's spawn track, one person's site, and you're running into a lot of CTs before you're even out of the door. The fact that worked is just, oh my god, I feel sick. Okay, just eco the Mac, you know they're on eco, you're holding back for B. This is okay. This angle. I'd aim, yeah, maybe a little bit to the left. It's better to be on the right. You aim a little bit to the left because like they're gonna fly across your screen. So here you're gonna have to like flick to them if they push. Yeah, aiming like this area up and to the left, like, oh Jesus. Okay, you're walk peeking it. That's fine. One of your teammates is A main, he can get flash pushed. You guys are split up at B and two people back in mid. Here, I was gonna pause it actually a second before. I didn't even know this guy was in the corner shooting you. I was about to say, they can be hiding in B side, they could be pushed up, and they could be killing you in the back. You guys are completely stranded here. If this guy kills you, gets your gun, and kills your teammate, I mean, they might win the round.
Terrorists win. Come on, guys out.
Okay, Hubweb, thanks. I'll take a look. You can get shot in the back from sight at this angle. Yes, you need to clear checkers, but equally you need to do it safely. If your teammates are coming out mid and they're going to go to vents, they can clear checkers for you. You don't have to clear it. You can just flash into it for them, and then they can come and clear it. So doing this just makes you at risk because they could be in this corner on your right, they could be on your left, they could be behind checker box, they could be in sight shooting you as you push into here. Okay, you're getting DDoS or something. Your teammate's in the vent, you're just staring at your teammate right now. They're on eco. You don't need to be pushing like this if they're on eco. They can kill you, get your gun, and have a chance at winning the round or save it.
Terrorists win. Move it, move it. Throw in the flashbang. I'm throwing the flashbang. Flashbang.
I'd break the window there, just like when you cross the room. First of all, you don't want to run into the barrels. You want to just run into the sunroom. Break the window there. It lets them know that you're there. It sets up the default round so that you can actually do an execute through the window, like throw Molotovs or smoke grenades through the window if the time comes for it. but also it makes them scared. Like, they know, oh, there's a guy outside B. Now, if you walk back to mid, they don't know if you're still outside B or not. Because you had no presence at B. They threw the smoke and then you just ran away. But it looks like you guys are just overrunning A. I think they're just gonna save here. If I were them, I would save. And you're just moving your crosshair around, but you're aiming at their dick or something. Aim up and aim to the left, so you're at their headshot angle, headshot level rather, where they run into your crosshair. Because they're gonna fly across. They're not like more times than not. They're gonna run across that back wall there, as opposed to like running up into your crosshair. Because if they have pistols, they're gonna wide angle peek to clear up anyone up close. Okay, so right here, you're just like walking with your smoke in your hand. You need to keep your gun out until you're ready to throw the smoke. If they peeked you here, they could have killed you. And again, you were holding way back. They could be behind, you know, they could be in checker room. They could be over here on the far right. They could be behind the box. What you didn't do on that fake, you didn't shoot your gun, you didn't like jiggle peek and try to get info. If you're trying to sell a fake before your teammates hit the site, like you need to clear out all the close angles first and make sure that no one's like in checker room. Had they killed you there and then they said, wait, there's no one else here, they're gonna go A, they're gonna go A, like they win the round. So what you need to do there is you need to make sure that all those close angles are clear. And then when you're about to do the fake, you pull out your smoke, you smoke flash, jiggle peek, start shooting your gun a little bit, make them think that, you know, you're actually coming in trying to kill them. The other thing is, you could have just peeked in there, and if no one shot back, you'd be like, wait, what the fuck? There's no one B. They're sacked A? Because they just saved 2 weapons? Like, come to B, guys, come to B. You didn't get that info, though, because you just kind of, like, peeked it and fucked off. Sorry, didn't peek it. You just threw smoke, flash, and fucked off. No! Oh.
That was a...
Again, break the window. Break the window while you're here. And you can spam the smoke towards checker. Okay, they broke the window for you. There's the 3 of you? I think in that situation when you're already a couple of men down, you could have been a little bit more aggressive on your position, tried to like get a kill and even it up or something. Either that or like rotate over or get ready to sell a fake or something. Like you just sitting there watching for them to do something isn't actually doing anything for your team. You're just running time off the clock, which is less time for you to actually do anything later on in the round. And you're already at a disadvantage, like a man disadvantage. So here, like what you could do is like boost the guy up mid or something. Boost the guy up mid, and then a guy A main throws smokes and flashes, then your mid guy walks up highway and shoots him in the back, and then you try to 2v5 that way. Like that's the way you can approach it. Oh. again, it's much better to just jiggle peek that or like strafe out and pre-fire him. But like if you know he's got an auto sniper in that position, again, just do what I was saying. Like boost the guy mid, start making a lot of noise, maybe throw a couple flashes, and then the highway guy can come up and shoot this guy in the side of the head, and then you can actually win the round now by splitting the sight. It's important to break the window so you can throw Molotovs through it late round, but also it tells the enemy that you're there, so they're afraid of rotating out in case they're doing a fake on A. And it keeps enemies at the bomb site so that you can now go to the A bomb site and there'll be less resistance. They smoked it. Cool. Break the window.
Throw in smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Peek.
Throwing a flashbang.
Nade's too deep.
Grenade. Smoke.
Teammates are dead. Rotate off. What are unless you're doing something. What? I don't know where that actually goes.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
So right here, you're not actually doing anything for your team to come back in the round. Like your teammates are up highway and shit. Like you didn't take any map control. You didn't find out where they're playing on B. You didn't find out how many people are playing B. You didn't clear that box or anything. Like well, that's the problem. Like you're not proactive enough. You either need to be more active in that position, or you need to tell them that you're there and fuck off, where they're scared of you to be there and waiting and lurking.
Flashbang.
Oh Jesus.
Counter-terrorists win. Let's go, let's go. Throwing a flashbang. Smoke. Grenade out. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang.
You only really need to do that flash if your teammate's like ready to peek around the highway box, but your teammate's already on the roof peeking that, like no one's gonna be close highway. So that flash isn't really doing anything except blinding your teammate.
Smoke.
That smoke, again, it does nothing. Like you already have mid control, your teammates are looking highway, you're watching Z. Like this smoke here, it's just a wasted smoke. You could have used aggressively on highway, you could have used it on Z, you could have used it on CT spawn if you go B. But instead, it's just on the floor, Bloom doing nothing. It's like right here, it'd be perfect to smoke CT spawn.
I'm planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Flashbang. What? Flashbang. Terrorists win. Together we can win.
They should be on eco here.
I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke.
I don't really know what to say about this round.
Activating
Like,
the bomb.
did you know they were pushing A or mid or something? Like, what was the decision to go be like that? Because you didn't really check a room off the start. They could have been hiding places. Your teammates didn't have mid control or vent control. And then, like, one of your teammates ran into the site with the bomb. Like, what if they were stacked there or something?
Bomb has been planted.
Your teammates in CT, you're just, like, shooting at your your teammate right now.
Flashbang. We must move. Throwing a flashbang. Grenade out. Flashbang.
This is fine because they've smoked it off. You can get into checker room. This is fine.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Your teammates are kind of coming out mid. Again, you don't want to walk that corner. You want to jiggle peek it and find out where he is. You want to jiggle peek the headshot angle. You want to jiggle peek the default box where he was basically shooting you from. Once... No, where's that smoke? Come on. It's fine if you're in checker room. Like, just smoke off CT spawn or something. Like, make them scared. Make them scared of B. And your teammates can hit somewhere else.
Throw in a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke!
Okay, what is going on? Like, one of your teammates is in sight, and then you broke the window. I don't understand that.
Smoke!
What?
Throwing fire! Counter-terrorists win.
I don't even know what to talk about for that last round there. Like, in that situation, you can just sit in checker room and smoke CT spawn and make them scared of B. That's probably going to pull a CT towards B. And then one of you sacrifice one person, it's going to keep 2 CTs at B, and now your teammates can walk out A or something. And then you can lurk them or something, because they're always going to be scared of you.
Go, go, go! Smoke!
The one round you don't watch the B push. That's exactly what happens in CS.
Don't worry, I'm gonna straight focus the others.
If you're gonna make a drag, can you at least talk properly, you fucking retard?
Easily,